King Ludwig I of Bavaria adored his precious wife, the kind and loving Theresia. Yes, among monarchical marriages, there are so few that are characterized by sincere feelings. The Bavarian ruler, of course, was lucky. His beloved bore him 9 children. Reading the words of the inspired Ludwig, I do not doubt at all the sincerity of his words. He said that there is no better wife and mother in the world. If it were possible to choose a spouse again, he would marry this beautiful woman again, the one and only, worthy of the finest jeweled beauty in the world. When Ludwig of Bavaria conceived an expensive gift for his beloved Theresia, he knew exactly what he wanted to see. A parure of several jewels should be magnificent enough to outshine the greatness of all the treasures in the Wittelsbach dynasty. And in 1830, the famous jeweler Caspar Rielander received a large royal order. The master spared neither sunny yellow gold, nor rubies, nor diamonds. Maybe he should replace the weighty metal with lighter, weightless silver or refined platinum. So suggested the jeweler to the king. But Ludwig I did not want to hear about silver. It seemed to him some kind of simple cheapness. Of course, that his wife's future tiara will be a very weighty piece of jewelry, His Majesty thought the least. But what grandeur, size and brilliance. The parure will turn out just fabulous. After months of painstaking work, Rielander appeared before the monarch with a string of heavy boxes, each containing a real work of jewelry art. 6 ornaments of yellow gold and beautiful stones made up a luxurious half parure. Ludwig rubbed his hands with impatience, dreaming of seeing the jewelry on his Theresia. Imagine, dear readers, how the king's cronies froze as soon as they laid eyes on the ruby marvel. The size of the tiara was staggering, or rather, I would call the crown a huge crown. An intricate pattern of golden twigs intertwined with burning buds of diamond inflorescences. The proud jeweler immediately drew the monarch's attention to the fact that there were more than 1,000 purest diamonds. The transparent stones were to emphasize the grandeur of the purple spinel, the central composition, which shimmered with wine-pink reflections. The centerpieces of the flowers glistened with charming rubies, and the bottom row of the high tiara sparkled in the sun with even rows of seductively round diamonds. A corsage, an aristocratic necklace, chandelier earrings, and a pair of wide bracelets perfectly completed the picture of jewelry paradise. I don't think Queen Theresia herself wore a crown very often. At least in no portrait do we see her wearing a ruby tiara. The weight of the half parure was far from small, and that's putting it mildly. Wanting to please her husband, the dressed-up Queen of Bavaria could not even tilt her head, crowning her hair with a huge golden crown. To taste the dishes and start the meal at the table was simply impossible. So the woman decided that she would break the precious garniture into pieces. The necklace and earrings could be worn whenever one's heart desired. However, as well as bracelets with jewelry for the corsage, a tiara, on the other hand, needs the right occasion. Beloved, how beautiful you are. Ludwig gazed admiringly at Theresia in rubies and unfading gold. The 17-year-old girl had once won the young prince's heart, for everything about her was perfect, lovely looks and a gentle soul. However, the heir to Bavaria almost missed the bride. As luck would have it, at that very time in France chose a wife for divorced Napoleon Bonaparte. And Reverend Theresia, as dreamed of her parents, ideally suited to the role of second wife for the influential emperor. It is not good to give the most precious daughter in some Bavarian castles. It is a province, almost a village. But fate had it differently. Loving Corsican immediately looked for himself Maria Louise of Austria. Therefore, the Bavarian prince became quite a favorable party for the daughter of not quite rich duke. Look, what an interesting photo I found. This is the wife of Ruprecht of Bavaria, Crown Princess Antonia, who married the future ruler in the first half of the 20th century. In the photo, a slender young woman with perfect posture poses for the photographer. Her light-colored outfit and necklace of large pearls simply pale in comparison with the main accent of the image, the ruby tiara. When Antonia put the tall golden crown on her head, she couldn't move. But what not to do for a great shot and royal beauty? Besides, the tiara became a symbol of true love. Who knows, maybe other descendants of the Bavarian kings will also receive the desired happiness.